A brand new warship tips over in front of a cheering crowd. North Korea's leader Kim Jong Un watches in horror as his prized project crumbles. 3 officials are arrested, and there's talk of execution. What went wrong at this shipyard? Why is Kim so furious? Is this just a one-off mistake, or does it reveal something deeper about North Korea's ambitions? We'll explore every one of these questions in this video. Let's start from the beginning. Hey everyone, I'm Kundan Yashputra, and welcome to NextGen Now. Picture this, it's May 21st, 2025 at the Chongjin shipyard in North Korea, about 430 miles from the capital Pyongyang. A massive crowd gathers, flags waving, to celebrate the launch of a shiny new 5,000-ton destroyer. This isn't just any ship, it's North Korea's answer to the US Navy's Aegis system, a beast designed to carry nuclear missiles and show the world Kim Jong Un's military muscle. According to Reuters on May 23, 2025, Kim himself is there, front and center, maybe even with his daughter, Kim Jong Un, by his side, as reported by the New York Times on May 25, 2025. The vibe is electric. This is supposed to be a moment of national pride. But then, disaster strikes. Engineers are pushing this massive destroyer sideways into the water, a tricky move called a side launch. It's like trying to slide a giant heavy book off a shelf without it tipping over, except this book weighs 5,000 tons and is packed with heavy weapons. According to USA Today, on May 25, 2025, a flat car guiding the ship fails to move in sync with the launch slide. The stern, the back of the ship, slides into the water too early, crushing parts of the hull. The whole vessel loses balance, tips over, and ends up lying on its side, half in the water, half stuck on the ramp. Satellite images from Maxar Technologies, cited by the Washington Post on May 22, 2025, show the ship covered in blue tarps, its bow stranded on land, its stern dunked in the harbor. It's a total embarrassment. Kim Jong Un, watching this unfold, is livid. According to BBC News on May 25, 2025, he calls it a criminal act caused by absolute carelessness, irresponsibility, and unscientific empiricism. That's a mouthful, but basically he's saying the people in charge screwed up big time. He even says the accident brought the dignity and self-respect of our state to a collapse. Ouch. Imagine you're Kim trying to flex your country's strength, and your big moment turns into a viral fail video. That's what happened here. So, what went wrong? Let's break it down. The Chongjin shipyard where this happened isn't exactly a pro at launching warships. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, cited by USA Today on May 25, 2025, this shipyard mostly builds cargo ships and fishing boats. Launching a massive destroyer, that's like asking a baker who makes cupcakes to whip up a 7-tier wedding cake for the first time. The shipyard tried a side launch, a method North Korea hadn't used for warships before, per Reuters on May 23, 2025. It's a high-risk move that needs perfect balance. Think of balancing a pencil on its tip while someone's shaking the table. Add heavy weapons on the ship, and it's no surprise things went sideways. Literally. Now the aftermath. By May 23rd, North Korea's state media, KCNA, reports that an investigation is in full swing. They summoned the shipyard manager, Hong Kil-ho, for questioning, according to BBC News on May 23rd, 2025. By May 25, things escalate. KCNA announces that 3 officials, Kang Jong-chol, the chief engineer, Han Kyung-hak, head of hull construction, and Kim Yong-hak, deputy manager for administrative affairs, are arrested for their role in the fiasco, as reported by CNA on May 25, 2025. Kim's not playing around. He's ordered the ship fixed before a big workers' party meeting in June, and he's promised punishment for those responsible. In North Korea, that's not a light threat. The New York Times on May 25, 2025 notes that the regime has a history of harsh punishments, even executions for public failures. Last year, South Korean intelligence reported up to 30 officials were executed after floods killed 1,500 people, as mentioned in the provided data. That's the kind of pressure these shipyard workers are under. But here's where it gets interesting. North Korea's state media tries to downplay the damage. Initially, they report holes in the ship's hull, but by May 23rd, KCNA says an inspection found no holes, just scratches on the starboard side and some seawater in the stern, per BBC News on May 25, 2025. They claim the damage isn't serious and estimate it'll take a few days to pump out water and about 10 days to fix the ship. Really? A 5,000-ton destroyer tipped over, crushed its hull, and it's just a scratch? That's like saying your car flipped over in a crash, but it's fine because it's just a dent. Experts like Sal Mercogliano, a maritime professor quoted by CNN on May 25, 2025, aren't buying it. He says the stresses could have warped the hull, or even snapped the keel, the ship's backbone. If that's true, this destroyer might be more trouble than it's worth. Why does this matter? This wasn't just a random oops. North Korea's been flexing its naval power lately. Just a month earlier, in April 2025, they successfully launched another 5,000-ton destroyer, the Choe Hyun, at Nampo port using a safer dry dock method, per BBC News on May 23, 2025. Kim called it a breakthrough for modernizing the Navy. This failed launch was supposed to be another feather in his cap, showing the world and his people that North Korea is a serious player. Instead, it's a public humiliation, especially since it happened in front of a crowd, likely including Kim's daughter, as AP News reported on May 22, 2025. It's like planning a huge party to show off your new house, only for the roof to cave in while everyone's watching. And there's a bigger picture here. North Korea is pushing hard to modernize its navy, partly to counter what they call US-led threats, according to KCNA cited by USA Today on May 25, 2025. They're testing powerful missiles, like an ICBM just days before this incident, and some analysts think they're getting tech help from Russia, per Kyiv Independent on May 23, 2025. But this accident shows the cracks in their system. The Chongjin shipyard's lack of experience, the rush to impress Kim, and the risky side launch all point to cutting corners under pressure. It's like a student cramming for an exam and forgetting half the answers because they didn't prepare properly. What's next for these officials? Kim's Central Military Commission called the accident unpardonable, and he's vowed to deal with the irresponsible errors at a party meeting in June, per AP News on May 22, 2025. In North Korea, that could mean anything from prison to execution. The regime's history of severe punishment, like those 30 officials last year, makes it a scary prospect. And for the ship, even if they fix it, experts like Carl Schuster, quoted by CNN on May 25, 2025, say the damage could weaken the hull long term, making it less reliable in a fight. So, what do you think? Is this just a one-off mistake, or does it show North Korea's biting off more than it can chew? Have you seen other countries mess up big projects like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you make of it. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button for NextGen Now to keep up with stories like this. I'm Kundan Yashputra, and I'll see you in the next one.